Hello, I just wanted to make a quick video about my speculation and theories on what the Season 6 launch event is going to be about. We have an event coming up. It happens on the 17th. That's when it starts. It launches alongside Season 6. And so far, the only thing we have that's actual facts about it is the art that was put up on the roadmap, the names of the heroes we're going to fight, or whatever they happen to be, and the dates that each fight will occur on. This could be similar to Apollyon's Legacies event, where we just get different waves of things each week, but the way it's written out, I think that these will be different fights and these will be different heroes each week, so we'll have something new as fresh content each time. So I just want to lead with this, that this is purely unsubstantiated hype driving my speculation here. There's no facts behind this, other than the ones that I'm using as a reference point for other Ubisoft games. So from there, what is my theory? My theory is that this week's event is going to be a PvE-driven boss event. I know, it's totally surreal that somebody could possibly come up with that, but my speculation leads me to believe that these names that we're given for the heroes are going to be the bosses. And I think these might be something like a 1v4 boss fight, where 4 of us go in and we face a larger-than-life hero, both metaphorically and physically. These heroes have unique names like the Medusa, the Warthog, and the Crane. And I think the Medusa could be doing some very interesting things, as one mechanic I've seen before is similar to Medusa-style mythos, which is if she looks at you a certain way, you get frozen in place. So what you do when they do that special ability is turn your hero around to prevent from being stunned. They could definitely add a unique mechanic like that to bring a PvE event up to par from an otherwise boring combat system. The multiplayer combat system is much different and much more engaging. So we'd have an event like that with bosses, which would lead us to cooperating as a team and fighting them. And you could go as far as to create certain attacks that can't be parried to negate players who can simply parry everything and then punish. This would require you to either roll or dodge out of the way, and while it would hurt some kits, it also would benefit others who have things like Highlander's Hyper Armor, where you can simply dodge and attack and not be knocked back. So it would bring a new character class in and bring new relevancy to them. But my theory here is driven by Ubisoft's push for casual adoption, and PvE events are a fantastic way to get casual players to adopt a multiplayer game. They've done it in multiple games so far. With Rainbow Six Siege, they got a month-long zombie event, and the zombie event is a lot less stressful than multiplayer, and it provides a much easier integration point for a new player, because all you have to do is run away from zombies and shoot them, and then any further depth beyond that is just introduction to multiplayer. So this gets noobs into the game, and it gets them enjoying the game to the point where they may jump into multiplayer and become a returning user. Ubisoft has done similar things in Ghost Recon Wildlands, with its Predator event and its Tom Clancy's integration. Both of these are casual, single-player focused events, well, at least in their advertising, and I think the same thing could be happening with For Honor. And honestly, I have been dreaming of a day when a game could use For Honor's combat system in a PvE environment. If we could have a dungeon crawler that has you crawling through dungeons, slaying skeletons and dragons with For Honor's combat system, that would be a killer game that I would definitely pick up. Now, For Honor can do that in an event where we go after kings and queens and these larger-than-life heroes that we're going to go up against. I think that would be a fantastic integration point for new players to pick up and go, oh, something new has changed. Because seeing launch footage, we still have people who go back and say, oh, well, For Honor's trash because you just block everything and you have peer-to-peer networking and server crashes all the time. Well, what if For Honor could show people an integration point that is completely different from what they know? And what if they could put that on stage at E3. People have been begging for a siege mode as well since before the game even came out, and there's actually been things done in that regard, like the campaign level where you move the battering ram, and we can expect great things coming out at E3. But what about before that? Because we do have Gobo, or Go Beyond Ordinary, and their contributions, and one of the taglines that they used is that they created new game modes. Of course, we know they made the training mode, but I don't think that they're calling out the trials as a new game mode, because to me that seems foolish. It could be that that's what they're doing, but I don't think it is. So what if they created a new PvE event mode Ubisoft did hire a team of concept guys who come up with strange things for old games. So is it really that far-fetched that we're going to be getting a PvE event? Of course, this is just purely speculation based on previous market trends and 3 small images used on a roadmap. We'll be finding out in about 48 hours, 72 hours-ish, whether or not I'm even close to what the hell we're getting, but a man wants to dream, and I'm sorry if I brought disappointment to you when the patch drops on Thursday and it's not anything related to what I said, but in my honest opinion, I believe we'll be getting a boss mode event where we will collaborate as a team to bring down a foe that is larger than us. And I think that each week we'll be getting a new boss, and something I can actually speculate a little closer, at least I think so, is these bosses will be giving us unique cosmetics for defeating them. We'll have to fight each wave of things, the same as we did with Apollyon's Legacy, or test your metal. So we'll probably get an outline, we'll get some symbols for our character, and we may even get unique weapons and armor from this place, whatever the event is. So hopefully I'm not too far off, because I would love to see it, but just in case if I am, I'm sorry to anyone who gets disappointed on Thursday that my hype has not reached reality. And with that, I just want to thank you all for watching. As always, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you on the battlefield.